Hello and welcome to Rathods IAS. Today in this session, we are going to see current affairs of 12th March 2024. So first of all, here we are going to take Delhi edition of Hindu and we are going to pick out the important articles which are relevant from our examination point of view. After taking the important articles, we are going to see like different dimensions from which you can think. And even we are going to connect a single topic with the multiple subjects so that it will be very helpful for developing of your own perspectives, and even that is very important even to write a very good mains answer and for your essay point of view as well. And even this analysis is not only helpful for your prelims and mains, even this analysis, it is going to develop the thought process that will helpful for your interview as well. So for that, yes, if you are watching this analysis, that is Rathods IAS news analysis, please do watch consistently, that is daily, so that within 5 to 6 months of time, even if you are a beginner, you will be understanding like how to read newspaper and how to think in multi-dimensional manner. So this is the thing that we are going to propagate through this Hindu news analysis. So let us see the first article which is important. It is about Supreme Court firm tells SBI to share poll bond details today. So this article is talking about electoral bond judgment, right? So now let us see the dimensions, like what you have to know from this article point of view. So this article is talking about electoral bond scheme. So actually our present government came up with this scheme for political party funding. So one important provision here is there is anonymity. Okay, that means who is the person who is donating to that political party? The details of this person will not be revealed. So here the petition which is filed in Supreme Court, whether this scheme is constitutional or unconstitutional. And Supreme Court came up with a judgment and said that this scheme is unconstitutional because anonymous funding for political parties is happening. And why SBI is involved here? So SBI is the bank that will be issuing these electoral bonds. So what happened here is, in this Supreme Court judgment, it said that SBI need to reveal the data of people who buy this electoral bonds. So that is the thing why it is in news. Okay. So Supreme Court dismissed an application by this SBI for the time till June 30 to provide details of electoral bonds purchased anonymously and their encashment by political parties. But in this recent Supreme Court judgment, Supreme Court said that by March 12th here SBI need to disclose the details, and those details which disclosed by SBI need to be published by Election Commission. So again SBI filed a petition that we need extension of time till June 30. Okay, so this plea had been struck down by Supreme Court. So here from examination point of view, there is a high chance of getting questions. Okay, so you have to understand what is this electoral bond. So what are the features? And you have to see SBI which branch is releasing this electoral bonds on which dates. And even you have to see what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages and what are the challenges. And even you have to see why petition is filed. And you have to see like what is the Supreme Court judgment. So these all are the important dimensions, okay, from both prelims and mains point of view. And even if you are going to interview, so there may be the question regarding this electoral bonds, like what is your opinion, etc., everything. Okay, so next, let us see the next topic. It is about one important update from Agni 5 missile. Okay, so this topic is very important from your science and technology. So let us see this topic in detail. So this article is talking about Agni 5. So we have Agni 1, Agni 2, Agni 3, Agni 4, Agni 5. Yes. So why we came up with these many variants? Because of advancements day by day. And here you have to see like which type of missile is it? And what is a present test which conducted? And with this present test, so what we inferred, like what are the things that we tested, and the present test which is successful or not, success or a failure. And you have to see like what are the important features of this Agni 5. And one more important dimension I can add here is which countries are having this type of technologies. So from these case studies also there is a high chance of getting question. And even from mains point of view, you have to see what is the significance. Okay, you have to see like what is the significance of this Agni 5. So entirely this topic is important from GS paper 3 under science and technology. And not only this, we are talking about which countries are also having this type of technology. So this is important from international relations. Okay, so all these are very important and there is a high chance of getting prelims question from this topic of Agni 5. So now let us see the notes. And I want to give you one prelims practice question also from this Agni. So please be focused and please give me your answer in the comment box. So whenever I am asking questions, so please try to give the answer in the comment box because that will be helpful for you at the end of the day. It is not going to help me at all. Okay, so now let us see why it is in news. Title says test flight of Agni 5 with MIRV successful. So here you have to focus on the keyword. The first one is Agni 5 and next one is MIRV. So MIRV stands for Multiple Independently Targetable Re-entry Vehicle. So here you have to understand it is a re-entry vehicle. It is multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicle. So why it is in news? Our Prime Minister announced the successful test firing of Agni 5 ballistic missile. So it is not a cruise missile, it is a ballistic missile. That means it will be taking a path of projectile. Okay, if it is fired here, so it will be reaching the target through this path, parabolic path. So here Agni 5 tested with this MIRV multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicle technology and this has been a very successful and this mission is called as Mission Divyastra. It is very important point. So you can get a question like Mission Divyastra is seen in news. What it is related to? So they will be giving like new artificial intelligence technology or any malware or any helping of ships in this Red Sea and they will be saying that it is a test flight of Agni 5. So this Divyastra is related to Agni 5. Okay, so in this way also there is a high chance of getting question. And if you see some details, it says that the flight test was carried out from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Island where it is located in Odisha. and it is one of the technological breakthrough that we can say. And this mission Divyastra, it is a first flight test of indigenously developed Agni 5 missile with multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicle. So what is this MIRV means? So it is a technology in which single missile it can carry multiple warheads, and it's also ensuring that a single missile can deploy multiple warheads at different locations. Okay, so the meaning of this MIRV technology is we can use a single missile for releasing or for using or carrying of this multiple warheads. And apart from this, so this single missile, it can also deploy multiple warheads at different locations. Okay, so these are some important details regarding this topic, and from this MIRV technology also there is a high chance of getting your prelims question. So you have to remember this as well. And now let us see some facts regarding this Agni 5. So Agni 5 is intercontinental ballistic missile. That means if you are firing in one continent, it can also have the capability to reach another continent, because the range is very high for this intercontinental ballistic missile. And it is nuclear capable missile. It can carry nuclear warheads, and it uses 3-stage solid fuel engine, and it is an advanced surface to surface ballistic missile. That means it is launched on the surface and it will be hitting the targets on the surface. It will be not hitting the targets on the air. Okay, so this is the meaning of surface to surface ballistic missile. And there is also a 3-staged solid rocket powered missile, and it is having the capability of how much? It can carry 1.5 ton nuclear warhead. So that is the capability, and this capability is very important. And what is the range? So range here is it can move around 5,000 to 5,500 kilometers distance. So because of that, I am saying that this Agni 5, it is intercontinental ballistic missile. And even it puts the major cities in China, including the capital Beijing, within its range. Okay, and even it is a fire and forget missile that cannot be stopped without an interceptor missile. So if we fire this missile, so we cannot stop that. That is the meaning of fire and forget. So once we are giving the command, so this will be going and hitting the target directly. Okay, so now let us see what is the significance of this Agni missile, and this significance, it is important from your mains. So what? It is having the capability to carry nuclear warheads. So it will be helpful in our nuclear deterrence, right? So and Agni category missiles, they form the backbone of India's land-based nuclear deterrence, and they also forms the core of our country's deterrence. Okay, so especially why other countries are having somewhat fear about India, because we are having nuclear technology. And even though India is not part of NSG, so we are having this nuclear technology, and we are developing our missiles so that our nearby countries, they are having some fear. If they want to attack India, yes, they won't. Okay, they won't be doing that much dare, because we are having nuclear technology and we are having advanced missiles. And next one is Agni 5 project. It is also aimed at boosting India's nuclear deterrence, especially against China. Okay, but even though here China is having more number of missiles than India, and even their range was like more than double or thrice compared to that of India's missile range, because you know that China, they are most advanced than compared to that of India, right? So in this context, yes, we are also focusing on improving of technology, that is by slowly. So what are the things that we are doing in India? So we are at a slow pace, not at that fast as Japan or China. And this one is, it's also very helpful for boosting of India's defense arsenal. So India's defense arsenal, which received a significant boost with Agni 5, it is the first India's true intercontinental range ballistic missile. So because of this, it is very important. So it is India's first true intercontinental range ballistic missile. And next one is Intercontinental Range Ballistic Missile Club. So there are some countries, they have this technology and they form this club. So other countries like US, Russia, France, China and Britain, and now with this Agni 5, so we also joined this Elite ICBM club. So here there is also a chance of getting questions from these countries which are the part of this ICBM club. So India also joined this. Okay. So as of now we have only 5 countries, but with this technology of Agni 5, even India also joined this ICBM club. And this is also a very important prelims fact. So I said around 3, right? Okay. So from one article I said 3 areas where you can get the question. So in this way you have to think and you have to squeeze the things so that you have to expect like how the question can be asked. And next one is nuclear retaliation of the first strike. So India's nuclear doctrine commits that no first use. We are not going to use this nuclear weapons first. So if any country is using against India, yes, in the second strike we will going to use that nuclear weapons. Okay, so for that nuclear retaliation also, okay, retaliation, yes, we can have the advantage because of this Agni 5. So I want to give you one question which already appeared in our UPSC. So like this you can expect the question. So first statement it is static and second statement is based on current affairs. So have a look over the question and please let me know the option which is correct. And this question appeared in the last year in 2023. So because of this, from science and technology you have to know the basic knowledge, and on that basic knowledge you can build current affairs, because nowadays UPSC trend had been changed. They are not only focusing on static, not only focusing on current affairs, they are trying to interlink both. So this is the example. So please have a look and please let me know the correct answer for this question. Do it fast. My dear students, done? Okay, so let us move on to next topic. So that's all. There is nothing much interesting or relatable to our examination in the city page. Okay, so let us move on to states page. Yes, there is one important article regarding one important scheme. So whenever you are seeing any scheme in the news, there is a high chance of getting question in your prelims, because every year UPSC asking at least minimum 2 questions from this scheme. Even 2023 around 3 to 4 questions from schemes. So if you are preparing well, the schemes to are present in that news, in that especially 1 to 1.5 year, then you can easily score good marks in this scheme, because you are not asking much deeply, right? So this article is talking about Modi to launch 205 one station one product stalls for Southern Railway. So here you have to focus on 2 important things. So one is about scheme, that is one station one product, and next one is Southern Railway. So I think you might have completed this topic of railways. Yes, right. So you might have completed this topic of railways. So here you have to see different zones or zonal along with this exactly where the location is. Okay, that is very important. So zonal railways and headquarters. And this area also you can expect a question. And next one, it is about one station one product scheme. So this one station one product is also very important. Okay, so this one station, one product is also very, very important. There is a high chance of getting your prelims and mains based questions from this area. So now let us see the facts regarding this. So here, what is the news? Our Prime Minister is going to inaugurate one station, one product stalls around 205. That means, so our Prime Minister here is going to inaugurate these stalls at 205 railway stations, and those railway stations, they are present in southern railways. Okay, only the southern railways, there are about 205 railway stations. They are going to have this one station, one product. Okay, so if you are talking about this one station, one product, so under this scheme they are going to promote local for vocal. So I want to tell you a small story regarding this local for vocal. So this word which came into prominence from this COVID-19 period onwards. So it is promoting our domestic industries. So this word is promoting our domestic industries or domestic manufacturing, and to improve the profit for the locals. And even we are focusing on this protectionism from this, and even we are focusing on Make in India. So all these are related to those that single word, that is local for vocal. So now let us see here. So under this scheme which is promoting this local for vocal vision of Government of India, and it is focusing on especially to provide market for local indigenous products, and even it also creating additional income opportunities for marginalized sections of society. Okay, so from this point of view, this scheme is very important. So now let us see this scheme in detail, because there is a high chance of getting directly question from this scheme. So if you see this one station, one product, it is initiative of Ministry of Railways, and it was launched with a vision to promote vocal for local, and even it provides uniquely designed sale outlets for locals to sell indigenous products nationwide. Because through this railways, so it is one of the best route of transportation that I can say, and the cost is also cheap compared to that of railways, and the people from different countries, they will be using this railways, and different states they are also using this railways, right? So because of this, if you are promoting your local products, so that will be having the increased reach of those products. And this scheme is designed by National Institute of Design, Ahmedabad, and the important aim it is, like each railway station which is having a promotional hub, and they want to showcase local and indigenous manufacturing products. So I have one memory, I want to share this memory, so please let me know whether do you have this type of memory or not. So I can't reveal the name of a place where we had this experience, so you can guess. Okay, so if you are from state of AP, then you can guess. So especially when you are moving on the train, okay, to reach some place, so in middle, so there was one area which is very much famous for chicken, that too bungalow chicken. So in that area, what happened? So many people, they came into the compartments and they started selling their products. Okay, and we had one plate and we enjoyed a lot with that taste. And actually, I am a big lover of chicken. Okay, so in that way here, what happened through this railways? Actually, government want to promote local and indigenous manufacturing products. So under this scheme, allotment is done to all eligible applicants on rotational basis. So the pilot of the scheme was started in 2022 itself, and especially this scheme is providing good livelihood opportunities for the local artisans and even potters, weavers, tribals, etc. And the eligible applicant, they will be allotted a temporary stall or a kiosk for a period of 15 days on deposition of ₹1000 with railways. So if for example I am from so and so area and I am manufacturing so and so area, so if I am depositing like 1000 rupees with railways, they will be allotting a temporary stall. It will be for 15 days. Okay, and next one is the sale outlets. They are provided at the stations nationwide and allotted through a tendering process. Okay, so this is about this scheme. And now let us move on to our editorial page. And in our editorial page, so most of the articles are irrelevant. Even op-ed page also, there are nothing like useful articles. So you can simply move on to the states page. So in this editorial page, we are going to see like 2 articles which are very important. And you can simply leave this op-ed page today. So see how much spending is doing by the government here in advertisements. So this is the article we studied yesterday, right? So government is spending a lot in advertisement. So why can't we go for state funding for political parties during elections? Okay, and even election commission said that there should be the banning of elections before 6 months of elections, like that. But you can see entire Hindu is about advertisements only, especially from the political parties. So one thing here is, please don't criticize me. Yeah, so there are 2 important articles from editorials. So first one, it is about 16th Finance Commission. Okay, 16th Finance Commission. So what are the issues which are facing by this 16th Finance Commission? So this article is important from your GS paper 3 under economy point of view. So here we have to understand what is the 16th Finance Commission is about. So here in your constitutional bodies, from your polity also you will be reading about this topic under article 280 of Indian Constitution. Right, so first let us see the dimensions of this topic that you need to think about. So this article is talking about Finance Commission. So from GS paper 2 point of view also you can think about this article. From GS paper 2 we have polity in governance. So in your Lakshmikant book, you will be studying this topic called as constitutional bodies. So one example here is Finance Commission. So which article is talking about that? That is article 280. So here you have to see the dimensions like what is this Finance Commission? Why we came up with this Finance Commission, and you have to see what are the provisions. So what are the functions and mandate? Okay, what are the provisions, why, and what you have to see like functions and mandate, and you have to see what is the role and who will appoint this Finance Commission, and you have to see like constitutional provisions. So these all are the dimensions from your polity point of view. So I will change the color of pen. Yeah, and now let us see the dimensions from GS paper 3 under economy. So under economy point of view, if you are talking about Finance Commission, we will be focusing on 2 important keywords. That is vertical devolution. So one is vertical devolution and next one is horizontal devolution. So one is vertical devolution and next one is horizontal devolution. So vertical devolution is nothing but from center to the states. So okay, it is like vertical line, so it is called as vertical devolution. So between states, so it is like a horizontal line, so it is called as horizontal devolution. Okay, devolution of money from center to states is called as vertical devolution. So devolution of money between the states is called as horizontal devolution. So now let us see this article in detail. Okay, so first of all let us see another article and dimensions. So this article is at most important, and please let me know how many of you are from anthropology background. So if you are from anthropology background, so this article will be very helpful for you. And I will be also giving you like different dimensions for other students who are preparing only for GS, not for anthropology. Then also this article is important. So if you see title, it says that a tribe in Western Ghats in need of lifeline. So keyword is tribe and next one is Western Ghats. Okay, let us see the dimensions and you will be surprised like I never ever heard about those dimensions even. Okay, so here the first one is tribe and the second one is Western Ghats. So let us see where this Western Ghats are located first. It is important from your geography point of view. So here we have Western Ghats and here we have Eastern Ghats. Okay, so first one is here you have Western Ghats and here you have this Eastern Ghats. So here you have to know the first one is what are the differences. So what are the differences between Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats? And you have to see the gaps which are present in this Western Ghats. And you have to see like different tribes located in this Western Ghats. And you have to see like tribes and states they belongs to. And not only this, here you have to see what is the role of Western Ghats. You have to see like what is the role of Western Ghats. So these are some important things that you have to see. And even if you see like structure, geological structure of Western Ghats, so they will be like this. Okay, so here they have steep slope on west sides. On east side we have gentle slopes. So here you have to see what is the reason for this. So there were two theories talks about this geological structure of Western Ghats. So you have to see that. So these are the dimensions from your geography point of view. And now let us move on to this topic called as tribe. You have to see what is the definition of tribe. And through this Government of India Act of 1935, so there was a definition to this tribe. So you have to see what is this Government of India Act of 1935 talking about these tribes. And what are the reasons why we are calling them as tribe, or what is the criteria. And these tribes also we have different types of tribes. So one such a tribe is primitively vulnerable tribal groups, PVTGs. So in India around we have 75 primitively vulnerable tribal groups. You have to see like who are they, and from your state is how many tribal groups are there, and you have to know the examples of tribal groups and whether these PVTGs are located or not. And even you have to see like what are the challenges they are facing. And recently we came up with this amendment to Forest Conservation Act of 1980. So what is the impact of these amendments on these tribal groups? And you have to see like what are the problems which are faced by these tribals in especially northeastern part. Yes or no? Yes. So you have to see like what is this ST status. So what is the percentage of quota they are getting for reservation in examinations, okay, and even in your jobs and education facilities. And you have to see what are the measures can be taken So whenever I'm talking about tribe, so I got always one movie into my mind. So after watching that movie, literally I was like crying. So have you watched this movie of Jaibin? Yes, that was harsh reality of this tribal people. Yes, that was a harsh reality. So if you have not watched that movie, so I strongly recommend to watch that movie so that you can understand so which type of discrimination they faced. And even in some areas, till now also, that type of discrimination is seen against tribals. So as a future bureaucrat, you have to think like, so how can we bring change in their life? And I want to tell you one more important areas, like what are the challenges. I am taking this area. So this area is a forest area. So normally these tribal people, they will be living in this forest region, right? But nowadays what happening? So because of industrialization or because of mining activities, yes, so because of increasing of agriculture, so this forest area is decreasing day by day. Okay, the area of forest is decreasing day by day, and because of industrialism reaching, or because of projects, because of expansion, everything. So what happened? Mainstream people like you and me, okay, mainstream people, they are coming and they are contacting these tribals. Okay, so that is linked to social contact. So because of this social contact of the mainstream people with the tribals, so tribals, they are facing challenges. Yes, they are facing challenges. I will tell you one example, like Andaman Nicobar. It is very much famous for these tribals, right? And this Andaman and Nicobar is also one of the famous tourism site or tourist site. Okay, so whenever the buses are allocated for the tourists to reach this Andaman and Nicobar, sometimes they will be coming in contact with the tribals, and mainstream people, they started giving chips packets or any biscuits, buns, etc. So that led to the change in the food habits of these people, of tribals who are present in this Andaman and Nicobar. So this is one such an example that I can say, like whenever these tribals, they are coming in contact with the mainstream society, so they are having lots and lots of changes. For example, for the health wise, anything, right? And now I will tell you one more important area. So these tribal people who are present in the forest, they will be depend on their forest produce. For example, minor forest produce, and they will be connecting honey, etc. And they will be moving to nearby haats. Haats are nothing but markets, and they will be selling their produce. But what happens? So here in this haats, so we have middlemen, and these middlemen, they are cheating. Okay, they are cheating this tribal people. Okay, so this is the one important thing. And even whenever this tribal people, they are coming and contact with the mainstream society, so because of this social contact, the cultural exchange is also going. Yes, cultural exchange. Okay, they are losing of traits. Okay, so this concept is called as losing of traits. Cultural contacts are increasing and exchange of culture is happening. So one such an example here is these tribal people, they are falling into the trap of alcoholism. So this is the topic which is said in this today's article. Okay, so here especially one tribe from Western Ghats, they found that so they were discriminated by this middleman regarding their forest produce, and they felt that if you are doing the same work as a laborer, so they are getting the good enough money for continuing their livelihood, and whenever they are coming in the contact with the mainstream society, so they went or they fell into the prey of alcohol, and now they were in the verge of de-addiction. right? So now let us see this article in detail. Let us try to understand the problem of this Yerava tribes. The tribe name is Yerava in Western Ghats. So in Karnataka section of Western Ghats, so there were these people like Yeravas, they are residing, and this region which is having like around 10 World Heritage Sites in Karnataka, and even they are having dense tropical evergreen forest, and they are also having undisturbed areas. And in this village actually the local people, they are facing issues because of this Forest Rights Act, and its joint survey which is conducted by this Forest Revenue and Social Welfare Department, they found that so Yeravas, they are residing in about 135 acres of this forest land. Okay, they are not living from now, but since generations, since their ancestors onwards, they are residing in these areas of forest, and they are occupying about 135 acres of forest land. And the reason they gave was they had found going into the forest to collect the minor forest produce, okay, and they will be selling this produce, okay, in the market. But in the market, so they are discriminated by this middlemen, and they are having a very bitter experience. So because of this, they started working as a daily labor to get enough money rather than going collecting this produce and to sell in the nearby markets. And now it is a primary occupation of these forest dwellers, that is to work as a daily wage laborers. And now here, along with fuel wood, honey and some minor forest produce they collect, and the quantity depends upon the availability of the produce, okay. But not now what happens, so rather than going for this selling of this produce, so they are going for collecting of this produce just for their consumption purpose, and even they are now working as daily laborers, okay. So even here one study has been done that so these people, they are facing a challenge or the problem with alcohol, so they became addicted to the alcohol, and even adolescent children, so they are also affected with this alcohol, and because of this alcohol consumption, alcohol addiction, so even there is increased school dropouts, okay. So this is a thing which mainly said, and even because of this addiction and intoxication, so they are not also having the documents like ration cards, Aadhaar cards, voter ID cards, or even government documents, etc. So because of this, we need to show some empathy towards them, and we have to go for setting up of de-addiction centers, and we have to improve the livelihood of this tribal people, right? So this is about this article, and if you are understanding what I want to say and how to read the articles, don't forget to hit the like button. So if you are hitting the like button, then it will be supporting me a lot, it will be encouraging me a lot. So it will not taking like not more than 2 seconds to hit the like button. And next topic, it is about our 16th Finance Commission, right? So as I said, Article 280 of our Constitution, which has established the 16th Finance Commission. So who was the chairman? Okay. So here 16th Finance Commission is having a vice chairman of Niti Aayog and professor at Columbia University as its chairman. Okay, that is Anuvin Panagaria. So the specific terms of reference, they have been outlined like, so how the distribution of taxes or the proceeds between union and states, it is vertical devolution, and even they are also going to give you like principles or the governing guidelines. They will focus on grant and aids to states, and they will also tell about the measures to bolster state funds for local bodies like panchayats and municipalities. So this is the task which is given to that 16th Finance Commission. And this commission, which has also been tasked with reviewing of disaster management financing arrangements under this Disaster Management Act. Why? Because now we are at the verge of climate change, and because of this climate change, many events are happening every day, right? So because of this, even proper maintenance of this disaster management fund is also very important. And what are the terms of reference? So it is very important. There are 3 important points. So first one is the distribution between the union and states of net proceeds of taxes, and this one is allocation among the states, vertical and horizontal devolution. The first point is about, and second point is the principle that should govern the grants and aids. Okay, it is not only talking about devolution, but even it is talking about grants in aid of revenues of the states out of consolidated fund of India, and the sums to be paid to the states by the way of grant in aid of their revenues under Article 275 of the Indian Constitution. And this one is they are talking about even measures needed to augment consolidated fund of states to supplement resources of panchayats and local bodies, and these are on the basis of recommendations made by the state finance commissions. So these are very important points regarding this 16th Finance Commission. And next topic, it is very small, but I want each and everyone's opinion regarding this topic because it is at most important from your interview point of view. So if you see title, it says that liberal democracy has declined significantly in India, says report. So recently Democracy Report 2024 had been released, and this report had been released by Gothenburg based VDEM Institute. So this report which is saying that last in 2018 it was like the status given to India was electoral autocracy, and now this 2024 report says that it had been still downgraded status of India in democracy. So it is now one of the worst autocracies in the world. And this report categorizes country into 4 regime types based on their score on liberal democratic index. So one will be liberal democracy, second will be electoral democracy, and third will be electoral autocracy, and next one is closed autocracy. And in India, about 18% of world's population is living, right? And if you see, so this report is saying that India is nothing but autocracy state. So nothing, almost all components of democracy, they were getting worse in more countries than they were getting better. And this report also signaled out that freedom of expression, clean elections, freedom of association, civil society, so these are 3 worst affected components of democracy in autocracy countries. So these are some important things which are mainly said in this article. So these are the most important articles that appear in our today's Hindu newspaper. So rather than this, there is nothing much which is present in our newspaper today. So there is no need of reading or going to the newspaper. Okay, so these are the very important articles. And I will show you like where can you get the notes of this class. So here in this Rathods IAS classes Telegram channel, you can get the notes and you can easily download the PDF of this class notes. And this is our YouTube channel, Rathods IAS Academy channel. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And one more thing here is, this is our website. So prelims is very much near. So if you are facing any problem regarding the prelims, so if you are facing any problem regarding the content, so I am also providing free mentorship for the students in our offline branch in Ashok Nagar. So address is posted in this description box. So you can see the address and you can come to the office, and office is in 3rd and 4th floor. So it is exactly near Naini Steel Beach Pillar 36 opposite to Vijaya Medicals. Okay, it is above Winner Study Hall. So you can come and you can meet me directly, and so we will be having a discussion so that you will be having a plan of how to prepare this prelims, and I will be giving you the personal mentorship. It is free of cost. You can come and you can talk to me, right? And if you have any queries or if you want to talk to me on call, you can text me on this number 8074765513, or else you can WhatsApp me. Okay, and even there is Telegram also on this number. You can text me on Telegram as well. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this class, and one more thing is, don't forget to hit the like button, and please share this video to your friends, and please do subscribe to this Rathods IAS Academy. And if you are having the time and if you want to review this Rathods IAS, if you want to do it, So please do rate and review this Rathods IAS Academy. Thank you so much for watching.